Hello and welcome along to Doz's Television Workshop, where today we're having a quick look at this ridiculously stupid analog clock that I've built. Right, let's have a close look. Okay, so here we have 3 moving coil analog meter movements. They all happen to be actually 1 milliamp movements. This one's sort of 0 to 10 scale, or 0 to 3 on the bottom there, and that's our hours. This one happened to have litres per minute written on it. So we made that the minutes, and this meter over here, 0 to 300 amps, is actually our seconds. Over here, 80 mega 328 as Arduino, a little 433 megahertz receiver that we'll use to get the synchronization from our master clock. You can see more on my website about that. We've got 3 push buttons on here and 2 toggle switches. Right, let's just power the unit up. There we go, and you can see the seconds meter is moving up slowly. There we go, counting away seconds there. So if I just push that switch there we go, set this one back, you can see now it's counting, just ticking up 1 second at a time. We've got 2 modes, so that's the ticking mode and that's the smooth mode. Timex, Rolex. Isn't that great? So there we have that. Right, let's just put it back into ticking mode for a minute. We've also got a calibration button here that sets all the meters to 0, so we can use the mechanical adjustment on the meters to set the 0 point, and that goes on for 10 seconds. Then they'll go to full scale. There we go. So we can use the gain controls on the amplifiers to set the maximum gain on each meter. And that lasts for 10 seconds as well. There we go. Right, now if I go over to the master clock on the other side of the workshop, press the transmit button. There we go. It's currently 8:02 and 53 seconds. So there we go. Now get this right. So that is 8 o'clock in 12-hour mode. So we've got, well, 12 o'clock would be there, but it'll never get there. It'll get to 11 and then go back to 12 down there. And we've got 24-hour mode. So that's 24 hours at the full scale and 0 down here. Doesn't obviously affect hours or that. Now here's the thing. If we go to smooth mode, you'll see the second hand has moved down. Do you also notice the hours move very slightly and the minutes move? And that's because in smooth mode all the meters are actually reading seconds. So when it's, say, 8:30, when this has got up to here, this will be between the 8 and the 9 position. There we go. Now you could do Photoshop or something, or there's a meter program you can get for Windows that'll draw meter scales for you and make these out in hours, minutes and seconds. But I quite like the challenge of working out the time from those, so I think I might just leave it as that. Anyway, here's the next piece. Is this morning I went to see my friend Andy in Malvern, who found me these beauties. You see those? Oh, let me get them in shot. There we are. Look at those. I think they're going to make some super ones. The amp meter, it's not a problem. It's a voltmeter, actually, 72 millivolts. 75 millivolts full scale deflection. So that's not a problem to be driven by our circuit. But the voltmeter, 0 to 70 volts, and it's actually full scale deflection is 70 volts. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. But I suspect if I take the back off, there'll be what we call a multiplier resistor in there, dropping some of those volts down. So I expect it'll maybe be the same coil as the other one, 75 millivolts. But yeah, I think we'll mount those in, I think it's an Ebonite case. Not so much steampunk as geek punk, I think. So there we go, the Arduino Geek Punk clock. Thanks for watching and call back soon.
Bye.